Okay.
It comes from the word Javanese, the island of Java.
You are listening to Anja Asks Anybody. But today, things are messed up. They're flipped. I am going to be asked questions by an anybody. And today's anybody is mon ami Pierre of Riverus Radio, a producer of La Java. Yes, so, oh yeah, before you start asking me questions, I do need to tell you listeners that tickets are on sale now for Riverus Radio's 3rd annual Sunset Gala cruise on Friday, May 29th. Join us for an evening of food, raffle prizes, karaoke, and a celebration on the water, and help support the future of truly local, independent radio in Milwaukee. Riverus Radio depends on this community support, and this is one of our biggest fundraisers of the year. Don't miss the boat. Get your tickets now on riverwestradio.com. Okay, enough of that. I'm going to pass the hosting to Pierre now.
Bonjour, Anja.
Bonjour.
Comment ça va?
Très bien. Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm gonna be in English, so our audience members, all 5 of them will comprehend.
Very good. Well, I am very excited to be here today. I'm a big fan of your show, of course.
What's this accent?
So I have many questions to ask you, of course. So I'm going to start right away, okay? I know that you went to Paris when you were a student many years ago, and you told me that you love to walk in the streets, and I know you love to walk in the streets of Milwaukee. So my first question is, what did you learn while you were walking in all these streets, and what's the difference of the two countries or two cities?
Yeah, I feel like the obvious difference is that the streets of Paris, you're meant to meander through the escargot shape of the city. It's very inviting for you to be a flaneur of the city, whether you're alone or with a buddy. But like everywhere you go, everything is set exactly so that someone can be curious about it. In the United States, I feel like it's hostile walking around. There's lots of urgent traffic. There's lots of garbage everywhere, but I still enjoy it. There's still lots of good things about walking around here too. Lots of animals you wouldn't see over there. Lots of squirrels. Oh gosh, but there was a point I wanted to make about it, and now I forgot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. I have many other questions.
This accent.
So I am going to ask you the typical Anja question, that are so esoteric and farfelu. So my next question is, what do you obsess over when you fall asleep at night?
Yes. So tonight it's probably going to be sticks, because that's what I was doing earlier today. I took my wagon out and I was walking around and trying to find large sticks, because I'm going to build a bower. I'm going to be a bower bird, and I'm going to build a large bower to try and attract a female bower bird. And I'm going to fill my bower with blue flowers, which is what bowerbirds like to do, and garbage and just natural seed holes and stuff that bowerbirds like. I'm just going to try and be a bowerbird for a day, because bowerbirds are the exception to being an artist in the natural world. Sometimes you think that art making is this unique human thing, but it's not, because the bowerbird is this forager that builds these elaborate structures. They're not nests. They just exist to impress. And so I'm very impressed by the bowerbird, and in homage to the bowerbird, I'm going to build myself a bower. So I'm going to be thinking about sticks when I fall asleep.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed by your accent, your answer, I should say. So I know also that you are a poet, and I was wondering, what is the essence of poetry, and what does it bring you?
Yeah, for me, the essence of poetry is, again, similar to the bowerbird, impressing other people. It's not actually what a lot of poets would say, but for me, it's about plumage. It's about peacock feathers. It's about creating a shaking composition of feathers, and just taking all of the attention in the room and just bringing everything up to another level. And poetry is also about like understanding the present moment and what is making it so unique, and also the lesson in the moment, maybe the difficult thing that maybe we have to understand.
Is your poetry an expression of your feelings, or is it a reflection of what you live?
I would say feelings. Yeah.
Okay, très bien, très bien. So you are obviously a radio host. You have traveled to Europe. You are a poet. What haven't you achieved yet?
I would say levitation. I have not figured out how to hover my entire body over the ground.
Oh, okay. Very good. Yes, I can see how that could be difficult. Oui. So another typical Anja question. What was your favorite conversation with an animal?
Well, I always come back to the moment with my roommate's cat. When the cat bonded with me a lot, more than anyone else in the house. And because I would play with the cat, and the cat would get very frustrated and upset if I did not play with it at all times, because I became its buddy. And so I'd be sitting on the couch trying to read or do whatever it is I needed to do, and the cat would come up and tap my shoulder in three beats, just like you would knock on a door. And I thought, now that's a rhythm that I know, and I know what it means, and I feel like every human does that, but I didn't know that cats also rap on things in 3 beats to say, hey, let me in.
Did that create a jealousy with the owner of the cat?
I was surprised, because I thought that it would create more of a hurt feeling, but she acknowledged within 2 weeks of us living together that her cat preferred me.
That's wonderful, yes. Okay. My next question is, do you regret not being meaner to someone who hurt you?
Meaner. I think not meaner. I just think that sometimes I wish I could be more understanding of what a situation is, because I tend to think the world of people. And sometimes I don't want to believe that someone is being nasty, or I see it coming, but I don't create the proper boundary needed, but you're not always going to interact with people who you should. And so I think when I regret, I'm more mad at myself for not sticking up for myself more in situations. I can't help other people, and I'm not. I mean, I can help other people, but I can't help other people if they're being mean. All I can do is let them know what I will and will not accept and try and get out of the situation, if that makes sense.
Do you prefer revenge or do you prefer forgiveness?
I don't think I don't think either, but I would say after time, forgiveness. If I'm still mad about a situation, that can be hard to do, but I think like years and years later, I can usually just be like, oh, they're just stupid. It's not their fault.
Very good, yes. Okay, so I have, of course, another typical Anja question. It is, give me some animal facts.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so I was learning about the mantis shrimp recently. It's this very colorful thing that looks like a shrimp or a lobster, and it lives under the water, and it eats shrimp. It is not a shrimp, but it has the best vision on the planet. It has like 16 photoreceptors. It can see waves of light. It's the only animal on the planet that can see circular waves of light. I don't even know how this works, but as light circles down, it can see the light circling down. It has 2 eyes, but each eye moves independently of itself. And so it can see things from 2 different angles at the same time, and it can see UV rays. I can't even begin to imagine the sight that a mantis shrimp has. They probably see all sorts of things, all sorts of ethereal spirits and other dimensions.
Yes, it's
That's a
possible.
fact.
Oh, okay. oh my God. Okay, very good. What's it called again?
Mantis shrimp.
Mantis shrimp. Oh, I will look for pictures of that. For sure. Okay.
I just want to say to listeners, Pierre's really laying it on thick with the French accent.
I do not know what you are talking about. Not very nice of you to say so. I thought I had no accent, but it's okay. I know a few weeks ago you had a guest who was an 8-year-old little girl.
Yeah.
How did that interview go?
I think, I never have too many expectations going in because you never know what's going to happen. But I think it went pretty well. I think the important thing from it is that it gave her an experience early on of being on the radio and doing a thing all by herself, which I think is very confidence building. And that is going to be an amazing story. And I think it went really well because she enjoyed it really well. And when I'm an old woman, she can have me on her show. And I'm sure that'll be when the whole experience is complete. I feel like it's unfinished business.
Oh, very good, very good. What did you talk about with an 8-year-old?
We talked about snowmen. We talked about her obsession with SpongeBob, a thing which I have no interest in whatsoever. But sometimes you got to go with the flow of your guest.
Yes, like you are doing with me.
Yes.
Very good, very good. So, well, I have to ask, how is your French coming along?
Oh,
are you taking French classes?
No,
Oh,
I haven't.
okay,
But
okay.
I would like to say that one day I would like to. But I took 11 years of French. But I want to say that the first 9 years of my education were terrible because I went to this unusual hippie grade school where they had a French teacher and we had to take French 3 times a week. But the whole philosophy of this school was immersion, but only in French class. And they would never translate what anything meant. And so for three classes a week, 3 hours a week, I'd just get talked to in French, and I didn't know what was going on.
And you'd invent everything they say?
Yeah.
Because you didn't understand?
I'd get frustrated, and then one day I told her, I don't know what you're yammering on about. I want to know. I'd like to speak French. Please help me. And I guess it was like this important moment in her career, and she went back to school and studied even more French and then changed her ways and has gotten awards and stuff. But I didn't get to benefit from any of it because by the time I brought it up, I was an angry 7th or 8th grader. And then I went to high school, and then I was like, oh, so this is what French class is like. They tell you what things are mean, they conjugate verbs, and I took to it really well because I had been talked at for 9 years, but I feel like I've only had two years of actual French instruction and 9 years of flim-flam.
Okay, very good. Well, my questions are not as profound and esoteric as yours. For example, my kind of question is, what is your favorite jelly bean?
Definitely not root beer and definitely not licorice. But I would say my favorite jelly bean is I get really excited whenever I have the cherry one or the chocolate one or the coffee one or the popcorn one. And I think the best thing about jelly beans is the variety of flavors. And I would even go as far as to say even the ones that I don't like licorice, I think they should be there because it's just like life. You wanna be delighted, and then every so often be horrified, be like, I can't believe I'm eating root beer. Oh God.
Yes, yeah. It's the yin and the yang.
Yes.
Yes, you need everything to appreciate things. I agree. So, let me see. Have you been collecting anything? Do you collect objects or
yes.
Are you a collector?
Yes. So I collect typewriters, and I have a rule of when I get to 13 typewriters, I have to give them away, or most of them away, because I'm just not supposed to own that many typewriters, and there is hoarding in my family. But I have all these typewriters so that I can do performance pieces, and I have a performance piece coming up at the Washington Park Media Center on April 24th, where all these people I found have been researching different animals, and they will each represent a different animal, and many of them will be typewriting answers from that animal's perspective. Some will be drawing answers. Some will be painting answers. Some people will be miming answers as that animal. I will be a bowerbird, and I will be collaging answers from the perspective of that animal. And you can go around to all these animals. No talking is allowed. You just choose one intentional question that you have about anything, and you go up and you show your question to all these different animals, and you get an array of answers.
And when is this?
This is going to be Friday, April 24th, 6 to 10 p.m. at the Washington Park Media Center, and it's free thanks to a grant from the Joy Engine people.
Okay, very good. Huh. All right. Let me see here. What else could I ask you? What time is it?
Quelle heure est-il?
Quelle heure est-il? Yes. So what task have you yet to achieve, and that you are dreading about?
When I wrote that question this morning, I was dreading having to make a bird mask, because it sounded like a lot of work and a lot of construction. And then I looked online and I found this paper mache master who has a free downloadable pattern for a bird mask. And it's not the right shape beak. I'm going to have to change that, but I can do that. And just finding this downloadable pattern just made my day so much easier. So I would like to alter that question to being that, there's all these tasks that ahead of you that always seem really overwhelming. And then when you're actually in the thick of it, Anja, it's usually not as bad as you think it's going to be.
I think the mask fits you very well.
Thank you.
Yes. So how does it feel to be on the other side of the room answering questions instead of asking them?
It's definitely jolting. It's a little... It's weird because I came up with a lot of these questions.
But thank you.
But, it feels... I think the hardest part is just that, my interviewer is talking in this really thick French accent that I know he doesn't actually possess.
Putain, I cannot believe it. Incroyable. But I don't understand what you're talking about. But, okay. So... anything else we ought to know coming up? Any more secrets you want to reveal?
Well, I guess I could say, aside from Voices from the Animal Kingdom on April 24th, the week before, next week, on April, I forget what day, but it's a Saturday, there's going to be and this, you're going to get excited here, Pierre, because it's in French. The title is Nuit de Surrealisme. Oh. And we're going to have a night of surrealism over at the Jazz Gallery. And I'm going to have my typewriter, and they're going to hook it up to a microphone. And I'm going to tap along to an improv jazz band. And then I'm going to perform the poem that I type live, that I channel live with all these dead surrealists around me. And that's going to be happening. But I don't have the information before me because I'm really good about that. But that's happening. I'm really excited about it.
Yes, I can't wait. Will you tell us the date next week?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's definitely something I want to go to. So.
I know it's 7 p.m. at the Jazz Gallery, not this Saturday, but the next. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's getting
good enough.
Good. I guess so. Yes. So, what are your future guests? Do you have them already lined up? I guess not. That's why you have me today.
Well,
probably.
Yeah. So I have a random person who found me on Instagram and said they want to be on my show. They'll be on next week. I know nothing about this person at all. I looked at their Instagram and it looks like they like to make dancing videos. So that's about as much as I know about them.
That's pretty cool. I've seen you do dancing here.
Yeah. I like to dance. I like to prance. And then I'm going to take a week off because I got to prepare for Voices from the Animal Kingdom. And we can probably replay this show, I'm thinking. Okay. And then the week after that, I'm going to have someone who contacted Riverest Radio because she wants to do palmistry on air or something. So
what is that?
Looking at your palm and telling you about things. But, just between you and me and all of our listeners, I'm not a fan of the idea of fate.
Okay. And can you give us your Instagram address?
I guess it's at Anja, not Anja. ANJA. Wait, no, ANJANOT. ANJA. I had to spell my name for a moment, but I got stuck.
I saw that. Yes. Anja, not Anja. Okay. Very good.
Thanks for not correcting my name to Anya like a lot of people might.
Oh. No problem, Anja. So, what else can you tell us?
Are you running out of questions?
What makes you think that?
Yeah. Why don't you ask me about my cap?
Your cap?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, your wonderful cap. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, so can you describe it to us?
Yes. So let me describe it to you, listeners. So Pierre was enjoying my baseball cap. It is a green cap, and it has a hand-painted slogan on it that says, "No advice." And it has lots of bowling pins and a little bowling ball hot glued all over it. And I wear that because I'm in a bowling league, but I'm a beginner. I'm not good at bowling at all. And everyone on all the other teams feels like they have to give me advice because I'm so terrible. But then that messes up my game more. And so I need this like wearable deflector to prevent the schooling of me from them, because the only thing that's going to teach me, and I've realized this, the only way I learn anything is if I just teach myself. I'm not really good at following directions. I have a little bit of an authority complex, and so I don't like a lot of rules and a lot of things. If I'm going to do something, I learn it. It's just like when I learned how to ride a bicycle. I was 14. I started off on a tricycle, and then I moved up to a child's bike, and then I moved to an adult's bike, and then I could ride. And so bowling, I just have to be bad for a while, and then eventually I might be all right. And I think I'm getting to the all right.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Where do you go and bowl?
I go to Bob E. Lane's on South 13th Street. It's the most south side, just straight as it is bowling alley. No frills, nothing contemporary. I mean, they do have screens where you can see your score, but you have to go way behind the bowling alley lane to actually see how you're doing. And it's just wow. There's no nothing there. It's just 6 lanes, and it's just bowling.
How many people in your league or in your...
So there's 6 teams, 1 for each lane, and then I'm on a team of 4 people, and we are the only all-woman team. So that's also very challenging, being one of the few women in the room. And I would say I'm realizing that I'm actually I'm becoming what did I say earlier? I'm basically entering my established man years, because I'm realizing I'm bowling. I collect vinyl. I watch how things are made videos. I've joined an experimental music band. Like, these are all very like manly pursuits, and I'm realizing that I'm becoming kind of a seasoned man here.
It sounds more like you are somebody who likes to learn, who likes to grow intellectually.
I accept. Yeah.
It sounds pretty cool. Okay, so well, I want to thank you for having me, of course, on your show.
Yeah, and you want to remind listeners your show and where people can hear it?
Well, my show is called La Java. It's on Friday nights at 8 p.m. right here on River West Radio. And it's a show on international music. Last week I played music from Ethiopia. And this week I'm going to play some techno music from Europe.
Magnifique.
Yes. Thank you very much, Anja.
Thanks, Pierre.